Yo, what is going on, everybody, and welcome back, guys, to another video here on the #1 rated Minecraft server in the world, Swurv.oplegends.com. Guys, today we are going to be focusing on a lot of new enchants that we have unlocked overnight thanks to the AFK mob, and hopefully trying to pass guild top #4 to become the 4th top team on the team, or on the server, actually, as well as rebirthing and progressing throughout dungeons. But before we get into anything, guys, make sure to join the server right now. Literally, do not wait. The IP is Swurv.oplegends.com, and the port for all the Bedrock homies is 19132. And we are going to give away 2 of the brand new vampire loot boxes on today's video, which we're going to be opening up today as well. And if you guys want to win a chance to get those, comment down your Minecraft usernames down below. Make sure you like and subscribe, and make sure to use my IP when connected to the server. And to go above and beyond, we're giving away 1,000 credits in the Discord, so join the Discord at the pinned comment down below. And with all that being said, I will see you guys in the next clip. Actually, the next clip, not the next one. I'm not editing the video. Alrighty, guys, we are here at the dungeons, and well, we have a lot of catching up to do. So last night I went ahead and set on the AFK mob, which unlocked, well, got us 650,000 swings. So that probably, yes, unlocked a brand new modifier slot. And today we are going to be taking out our money ones to hopefully replace them with some good orb ones. Now, if we go ahead and check guild top is actually structured in a couple of different ways. One is obviously rebirths, which we are 3rd place in. If you check the very bottom, it says 462 rebirths, and we are 3rd place across the server. So rebirths is a little far away from 2nd. This one right here is 869, but we need to get our skulls and orbs up. We're pretty close when it comes to orbs to the next trophy level, so we're gonna be working on both of those. Currently, right now, we do only have 162 billion orbs and 239 million skulls. And well, I haven't really been able to upgrade my sword the way that I want it to be, but luckily we've unlocked a lot of enchants, and we're going to be popping boosters today, so that's going to be really good. Speaking about some of the enchants that we went ahead and unlocked, some of them include Crush, which deal more damage, Blizzard, chance to summon a blizzard dealing damage to a mob, and Skull's Magnet. So obviously we want the enchants that are going to give us the best ability to earn currencies so that we can climb on guild top. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this one, and we have 159 billion orbs, so that's really nice. And I really want to get my skulls up today, so that's exactly what we're going to do. 69 billion there. Jeez. So we did get that to prestige 3. Orb greed, we could, maybe no, not orb greed just yet. It's already prestige 4 though, but we do have a couple of skulls enchants to go ahead and get, like combo, gain an orb multiplier that increases the longer you swing. This is going to be really good for AFKing overnight, so we definitely want to try to do that. So let's go ahead and max upgrade this for 100 million, and let's go ahead and test out some of these new upgrades. Now, before we start, we do need to go ahead and purchase some of our bundles. Now, we unlocked a lot of bundles in our last video, but I really want the cheap bundles here because they do give us orb boosters as well as some crates as well. So let's go ahead and pop this one really quick. We also got 2 of the brand new loot boxes, and we're going to go ahead and use this one as well. So we have some crates. Let's go ahead and open them up. We just want boosters primarily, but we will take pretty much anything that these crates could give us because we can get some good stuff from them. There we go. Oh my gosh, I can't even see. Oh, I definitely don't have enough inventory room for all this, guys. But that's okay. That's okay, because for the final rewards, we could definitely see a lot of aspect tickets. And okay, you know what? That's good. We will gladly take that. We did get quite a bit of boosters. We got some skull totems, which we're going to be switching out our totems today. So we're going to go ahead and pop all those. And we did get some tier 6 modifier boxes, which gave us another orbs modifier and a money multiplier or modifier. Okay, so you know what I'm going to go ahead and do? Ooh, cheetah set. Oh, we're going to claim this and go to armor. I think this is the brand new best armor. Let's go ahead and see. Cheetah, yeah, it gives us 200% plus 10% proc rate. We're gonna switch to that, but most importantly, it gives us that sword level boost that we need in order to upgrade our enchants, bro. We want to unlock more, so that's what we're gonna try to do today. Let's open up all of our pet boxes because we need to go ahead and unequip all of our pets really quick and ascend each one of them to try and get higher rarities so that we can get our boosters up as well, which is gonna be really good for us. Skull's pet up to rare, and then sword level pet up to godly. Equip the best. Let's go ahead and check them out. Godly sword pet is already max level, and we are going to have to start leveling up some of our other pets, like these unique gems and orbs pets, which is fine. We could definitely do that. But one thing that I've been putting off for quite a bit here, guys, is if we check our PV, we have a lot of these aspect slot unvouchers. To be more specific, we have 6 of them, which are really good. So I'm going to show you guys how to use these. Let's go ahead, if we can see if we can get any more of these orb modifiers from these boxes. So we got 3 more tier. Oh, these are tier 4s though. These aren't going to be very good. Okay, I'm just going to run with the tier 6s that we have because that's probably going to be better for us. So let's go ahead and equip all these. So we should get a lot more orbs. So let's go ahead and see. Multi orbs is at a 16x, which isn't too bad, but I definitely want to get that higher. So we do have a couple of orbs multipliers. So we have one for 45 minutes here. I'm going to go ahead and pop that. Now, if we go ahead and check our multi, it's up to a 240x. So now we should be making a ton of orbs. And I also should do this for skulls as well because we want that skulls multi as well. What is our skulls multi even at? 26. I mean, we don't have a lot of high multipliers on there, which is fine. We could sort out and change out some more modifiers later on. We really want to push for orbs today. And somehow, I guess I got a lot of orbs from my crates. Oh my goodness, we could definitely do some upgrading here. If we're targeting orbs today, I want to do orb greed, max prestige that, and then we may as well prestige skulls magnet, I believe this is called. No, skull greed right here. Skulls magnet is right here for 203 billion. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I think we're ready to go. But what have I been putting off for so long is all of these sub enchants or aspect slots on a bunch of these enchants. So let's actually go ahead and check. So things like combo, lucky strike got one too. I'm actually going to go ahead and do this and show you guys some of the aspects that you could get from these enchants. For example, here, gain a 20% chance to deal triple the damage instead of double. These are just basically perks for your enchants that we need to really level up. And I'm pouring my energy drink right now. We're ready for dungeons. Let's get some good aspect perks. Here we go. Increase the damage dealt by this enchant by 30%. Okay, you know what? Fine. We'll just do that because I don't think we're going to get anything that converts into orbs or anything like that. But amplifier, right? Amplifier is actually an enchant that we should probably prestige and max prestige to level up our sword a lot faster. So now that we're down to 23 billion orbs, we can no longer spend any more orbs on enchants, which is a little unfortunate, but we can actually try to get more XP by applying this aspect slot unlocker to amplifier, which in turn is going to unlock both of these slots for us. So we could spend both and hopefully get something pretty dang good. Wisdom, 25% more XP, increases the chance for, that's not bad. Let's keep rolling. Let's try to get some of the more rare aspects on these enchants. Like proc rate, that sounds really good. And wisdom, honestly, that's not too bad. I'm gonna lock this one so we can keep rolling this one. And hopefully we can get something a little bit better. Oh, we got wisdom 4. Okay, that is insanely good. We're gonna go ahead and lock this in. So now we should be leveling up like crazy. Another thing that we could do to level up faster is pop in this booster here. So let's go ahead and pop that for an hour, and there we go. All right, we're looking good. We're looking great. We're feeling good. We're feeling great. Let's keep this momentum up. Arrow storm. Okay, let's go ahead and actually take a look at some of the aspects that we could get before we actually unlock a second slot. Spawns 30% more arrows on activation. That sounds great and all, but I'm looking for aspects that convert the original enchant either to orbs or skulls. But a lot of these damage enchants won't actually do that, but there could be a hidden perk out there that's pretty good for us. Okay, it's looking like it's only going to be somewhat of proc rate and more arrows. Yeah, so I mean, we got the tier 3 proc rate, which is actually fine by me. Execute. Let's go ahead and see what any of these are. And if we find an enchant that is low-key slept on, that isn't just proc rate or damage buffs, then we'll go ahead and prestige it with the leftover orbs that we have. But it's looking like this one might only be proc rate, guys. No mercy. Increase the execution threshold by 10%. That's nice. We'll take that. All right, gem greed. This could actually help us out a ton. So this is actually a potential enchant that we could prestige depending on the certain perk that we get. Gain 100% of gems from gem greed as bonus orbs. This is what I'm talking about. So what I'm actually going to go ahead and do in order to get more orbs, we're going to try to get some better aspects on this, and we're going to try to get some tier 3 and some tier 4s. So, ooh, orb greed V2. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is exactly what we wanted. Let's go ahead and lock that in. Increase the chance for this to activate by 5%. I want a golden at least on that activation proc. Even greedier for gems. Increase the maximum amount of gems received by 40%. Bro, if we could get that in a golden or even a tier 4, that would be insane. Gain 25% of gems from gem greed as bonus skulls. Okay, so this is definitely an enchant that we're going to spend a lot of tickets on because we want to get basically orb greed V2 for another one. We got proc rate. I don't really want proc rate. It's looking like we might get proc rate. We're going to come back to this one if we have any left over. Next up is orb greed. So we're definitely going to go ahead and pop one of these for orb greed. I know anything having to do with orbs or skulls we need so bad. Oh my god. Bro, we just popped a golden and a purple. Increase the amount of orbs received by 60%. Increase the minimum amount of orbs received. Oh my gosh. That sounds amazing. We're going to lock those in and move on. All right, skull greed now. We need to go ahead and use these aspect unlockers for this, and hopefully we can get as lucky as that last one. That was insane. I've never pulled two good ones back to back like that. Oh my god, and then we just did it again. Even greedier for skulls, increase the amount skulls received by 80%. Increase for this activation chance. You know what? I'm gonna lock this one in. I'm not too sure if I want the activation chance or not. I'd rather just have a big buff on it. All right, I might be dumb, but we're rolling again. We have a ton of aspect tickets that we could use. Right now, we're using the priority ones first. Oh my god, skulls insurance. We got 2 purples. Increase the minimum amount of skulls received by 60% and increase the maximum. That sounds insanely good. We're gonna lock that in. Bro, that is insane. All right, moving on over to the enchant crush now. I don't think there's gonna be anything. Gain 4.5% chance to deal 100x damage. Okay, we'll take that. That's fine. And some of the newer enchants like Blizzard, I'm not too sure. Well, we should probably max upgrade this for 2 billion. I mean, it is only 2 bill. And because our gem greed has this on it, I do want to spend the rest of our orbs prestiging it. So let's go ahead and get it to prestige 4. And we need to save up 8 billion orbs to try and get more. Okay, last enchant on the orb enchant here is Skull Magnet that we have. So let's go ahead and unlock 2 slots there. And let's see what we could get. Okay, we got a golden here. Proc rate. Okay, that's kind of doo-doo. Reaper's Fortune in a 30.5% increase to this enchant bonus. I'm gonna lock that one in and we're gonna spin this one here. Actually, I'm gonna unlock this one and we're gonna spin 2 at once because we're running out of priority rolls here and I want our best chances as pulling one of the best. Okay, we got Reaper's Fortune again, and now that we're out of priority rolls, I actually think I might have a couple left. We have 4 right here, and then did we get any in our mailbox? No, we just got some regular ones. So come on, man, please allow us to get some good stuff here. Proc rate, I mean, that sounds good to me. We'll go ahead and keep that one. And then for our last enchant, I might actually save it for the siphon enchant because this gives us orbs and skulls. I'm not too sure if, oh, well, combo gives us more. Okay, you know what? We're actually going to use it on combo. So I see my combo down here, bro, and I want to go ahead. Oh, wait, we can't actually use it on combo. Wait, what? Oh, it doesn't have anything. Okay, so I guess we're going to save it then for the siphon enchant coming up. But already making a lot more orbs than we used to, which is actually pretty nice. But we did get a dice core, a powerful ability that provides the user with a random booster for a short period of time. We got this from our crates, and I actually want to go ahead and test it out. So let's go ahead and press Q and activate our ability here. And a really good way actually to farm up a bunch of currency. Oh my gosh, we're already at 20 billion orbs, bro. We're making a lot of orbs. But a good way to go ahead and get a lot of currency overnight is either farming a mob with a low tier sword that obviously doesn't do enough damage, or just using the AFK mob here, which we could actually upgrade, which we already did. So we should get a lot more cooking with that. But one thing we need to focus on and get is, of course, our doors unlocked. We have a door right here for 100 billion orbs. Now, before I want to do that, I need to upgrade and prestige gem greed because this is going to get us a lot more orbs. I really want this to happen. And then we can focus on the door. So now that we're ready to go ahead and start, I'm going to go ahead and pop our money booster for 30 minutes. And we're going to try to get as many rebirths as possible. And it shouldn't be too hard with us because our multi right now is at a 2.1 E to the 16. It is insane. So let's go ahead and start zone maxing. And this is just a command to use when you're like a high prestige and you've unlocked a lot of zones. You can sword max to automatically upgrade your sword instead of going through all of them like this and then clicking them. But I think we started to get rebirth 44 at, if we go ahead and check the zones, I think we made it to the underwater zone somewhere around the 3rd stage or something. But it doesn't actually matter too much because we could rebirth quite a bit of times extremely quick because of our companions are so high. We have companions from the 5th world, so I'm not too worried about that. Is it going to be enough to reach 60 rebirths? I don't know. We're going to find out. All right, okay, this is a good understanding. So it says we're 53% to rebirth. Oh, and we just rebirthed. Okay, so we're at the panda zone that requires us to get there. So let's go ahead and sword max and then zone max. And let's see how many rebirths we could actually get before our boosters run out. So I will check back with you guys after when the boosters are all done. All right, guys, we got to rebirth 50 and we made it back to the zone where we aren't actually rebirthing instantly. So this is the last zone that we actually decided to get our companions up. Because every time that we get a new companion, like for example, this fairy companion's 85 trillion on a multiplier, and if we check our companions right now, okay, wait, actually I think we're in the next zone. What you guys know what I mean, but let's go to the next zone really quick. Spiders, let's see. It could be a little bit different because these things right here aren't very compatible with our companion upgrades. So in other words, these upgrades here change the values of this. So if I go ahead and check, they're at 320 trill, but since we have a bunch of rebirths and we got to rebirth 50, we can actually go ahead and upgrade all of of these, and now we got it to level 7, which has in turn got this up to 352. So I do actually think we haven't quite made it there yet, but what I'm gonna go ahead and do is grind up most likely a couple zones ahead of us. We're gonna zone max without rebirth, so we're gonna turn off auto rebirth, and I'm gonna show you guys essentially how I rebirth so fast. I already did this video, or did this in my last video, so if you want a more in-depth tutorial on how to do it, or go back to the last video. But essentially we want to get to the furthest zone possible and then buy the companions there. Right now we actually should buy a companion here. How much are we making per sword max? Let's go and see. 2.60 to the 75. So yeah, we're obviously not making enough to infinitely open these, so it's about time we upgrade our companions. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is go back on over to our upgrades first and upgrade every single one here to give us a best chance at getting rainbows and of course goldens, but also a giant upgrade. So remember when it was 350 trill for our companion? Now it's 480 trill money moves booster. And if we actually check our multis, we're at a 2.0 e to the 16, but I think that's without our booster activated. Yes, so we don't have a booster any longer because it did actually run out, but we have unlocked a couple of bundles in which we're looking for a cheap one, like 1,200 credits. There we go. Auto claim money booster for 30 minutes, and this is going to help us out a ton. So let's go ahead and actually pop this, and there we go. We got our boosters activated, and we did get an amethyst totem for skulls, so we're gonna go ahead and use that as well. Potentially a better modifier. Nope. Got gems and money. Not too bad, but hopefully we get some more boosters from these. And let me just double check. I think those boosters were auto apply. Yes, they were. So come on, give me a booster. Ooh, a companion crystal. That's fire. I'll show you guys what those do here in a sec, but we did get another money booster, which is nice, and we got another dice score. Okay, so check it out. Our companion crystal right here is going to increase our first companion slot by 25%. This is normally where your best one goes anyways. So if we go ahead and right click this, they were at 480 trill. Now it's at 600. Pretty insane, bro. And actually, are there any of those crystals on the auction house? We should probably check. I don't see any. Yeah, no crystals here. Okay. Anyways, how much are we making per now? 8.1 e to the 75. Yeah, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do is clear out our inventory. And don't worry, you can mass delete all of them and they won't delete the ones that you have equipped. But we need to save up a little bit of money really quick in order to get these companions. I think we actually have enough, so let's go ahead and actually just open up some. We got 10. Oh, okay, not as much as I thought, but it should be a massive upgrade. Like if we go ahead and equip best, yeah, there we go. Only ones that are better are simply the 2 golden ones that we had, but these are all pretty decent. Now we're making 3.0 e to the 76, so we're almost infinitely upgrading, which is actually really good for us, so we can get more companions, combine them for goldens and rainbows. And I'm actually just gonna go ahead and pop my core so I can kill these faster. I believe this is the prison, or not prison, poison core. I always call it the prison core, bro. But we did get enough gems, or not gems, we got enough orbs to upgrade gem greed. Let's go ahead and max prestige that so we can save up 1 billion orbs for that door number 5, because at those doors, or when we unlock a door, we get permanent money orbs and skulls boosters. So we need those boosters in order to get more stats on guild top, which that's what we're gonna plan to do today. So all right, we definitely have enough to open up a ton here, so let's go ahead and open up. Oh yeah, 50, 50, 55. Okay, so I don't know if it's infinite just quite yet, but it will be very soon once I equip these newer companions that we just got. I'm gonna go ahead and switch to the F5 game mode, bro. What am I doing? Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead, unequipped all of our older ones. We're gonna go ahead and infuse them together, because you could fuse normals into goldens and goldens into rainbows, which actually give you a lot more money. And there we go. Check it out. Let's go ahead and go into our slash multi really quick and see. Yeah, 9.5 e to the 16. We were at 2.0 e to the 16, so obviously we're making a ton of cash. We're making 1.2 e to the 77 now, which is way more than you know, infinite. But I want to go ahead and try to get some rainbow and a full team of immortal companions, so I'm just gonna go ahead and turn this on while I grind. And now if you check chat, we're opening up minimum, it looks like 5 at a time for every time we kill one of these skeletons, which is pretty good. Hopefully our companion inventory will fill up super fast and we can get a big fusion session going to get some better companions. All right, we've been going for quite a while. Let's go ahead and see. Oh yeah, that's what we like to see. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is equip our best, and then what I'm gonna go ahead and do is fuse all of our companions together and then redo that. And there we go. As you guys can see, we are full immortal stacked, and then we also have a rainbow glow bug, which seems pretty cool. But now we should theoretically be able to hit one of these guys and then zone max. And yeah, let's see how fast and how far we can actually go with this. So it takes 2, 3 maybe to zone max. Okay, nope. Okay, what about 7? Okay, so it is taking quite a bit longer now to get further in the zones, which I mean, it's fine. There we go. So it took like 10 mobs there. And we can actually check our progression here inside of zones. So we are, I think, in the desert zone, and it's about 20 mobs to get to the witch zone, which I mean is good. You can actually pop one one of our cores and then sword max to get this done really, really quick. And as you guys can see, we're killing a bunch. And with this, we could actually pair this with one of these earth wands, which is a tier 3 actually, which as you guys can see is killing a giant circle of these things. So we could go ahead and do /zone max, sword max once again, and use that same wand to come into here. Keep doing this. So then we could do zone max. Okay, we can't right now, but we don't want to get new companions until we like absolutely have to. Once it takes a little bit too long, then we'll go ahead and redo that process to try to get more companions because they exponentially get better with every zone. You're probably asking me, why are you rebirthing if you're trying just to get orbs and skulls? Well, it's because we have rebirths so much. There's these rebirth upgrades and you actually can use points on them to upgrade. Now, I've spent my first 6 on damage, but I really want to get my orbs multiplier up as much as possible. So let's go ahead and do this. They cost 1 rebirth point each. I think we can max out orbs pretty quick because we have 50 rebirths. So there we go. And then we should probably get skulls upgraded as high as we possibly can. Now we did spend 6 on there. So in order to get this one maxed out, we're going to have to get to rebirth 56. Now we should be making a lot more orbs. We can really start helping our guild when it comes to prestiging and getting orbs and getting skulls. All right, let's actually check zones really quick and check up where we're at. So I believe we are on the final zone of World 5, which we have not been to the factory zone yet, which I'm actually really excited to see what this looks like. But if we go ahead and do /zones and then come over to here, yeah, it's going to take a while to get. But just to show you how big of an upgrade one of these are, we don't even have enough money for one yet. But when we get one, I'll show you guys the difference it could actually make. Even with just a couple zones of companions, the difference and changes is crazy. So if we check multi right now, we're at 1.4e to the 17, which is really good, I will add. We made a lot of progress, but need to get it higher and higher. All right, looks like we have enough for 2 of these eggs. Well, actually not quite. Let's go ahead and kill this legendary. There we go. Now we probably have enough. Go ahead and open up 2. And if I just equip best, as you can see, the normals are better than the golden immortals that we had before. And if we check our multi, we're up to a 4.4e to the 17. We were just at a 1.4, so it's pretty crazy what just a little upgrade like that could do. But we obviously have a lot more now, so let's go ahead and open up more. Equipped best, and yep, there we go. Looking pretty good if you ask me. You can also just get away with doing that many and then zone maxing and just getting the basic companions for each zone until you get to a point where it's getting really hard. Then grind out that zone, rebirth, and then you'll rebirth like 20 or 30 times within an hour. It's pretty fun. Let's go ahead and repeat this process, get a couple more, and we have essentially set ourselves up to get to as many worlds as possible. But now it's the fun part where we get to see how many orbs and skulls we are going to make from being AFK. Because that's the entire point of today's video. We want to climb on guild top, and my goal is to pass Juicy Man in my team. He's a little bit more on the orb side of things compared to me. Everybody else is in the trillions, and I really feel like I'm slacking on that sector, so we need to go ahead and help. And one way we can do that is actually using the /Wheel of Fortune command to try and get some more boosters that are 30 minutes long, so we have them while we AFK. You can also get a bunch of other things like pass pets, more of these lucky aspect tickets. But one more thing that I want to do is actually go over to my sword perk, because our perk is made for money. We got mermaid, which is sword level and money, but I want to get something better. We have 250, which we have a guaranteed red or gold roll and 137 rolls. So with that being said, we want to try to get universal or pretty much anything that has to do with orbs and skulls. So let's test our luck. I usually do not have good luck with this, bro. Here we go. Come on, bro. Give us what we want. Demon perk 5. Oh, please tell me that's good. That's damage and proc rate. That's the complete opposite of what we need, bro. All right, here we go again. Oh my god, we just got the best perk, universal 5. Oh my god, we just got universal 5, bro. I almost just wait. Sword perk, universal 5. Yes, bro. I was like, why is it gold? Oh my god, we just got the best one. Proc rate, damage, money, orbs, skulls, gems, sword, attack speed, everything, bro. Okay, we did it, guys. We literally got the best one possible. The chances for that are like literally 1 in like 2,000, 3,000. That is insane. Okay, I'm really happy now. Oh my gosh, bro. Everyone's saying GG in the chat, bro. Let's go. All right, surely now I can contribute to the team, but we need boosters. So Wheel of Fortune, we can get orb boosters, skulls boosters. This is really good because all the other boosters I have are for a very short period of time. So if we can get a lot more like that one right there, we just got a skulls booster, then we will be chilling. So let's spend, I don't want to spend too many credits. Maybe we'll spend about 400, which is like 20 rolls. And yeah, we just got another orbs booster, so hopefully we can get a lot of boosters. I'm not even trying to go for the credits, which you could win, but yeah, we're just getting boosters on boosters right now, which is good. We got 3 boosters back to back. That's essentially what we want to do. There we go, another orbs booster for us. Oh, we got 15 credits. There we go. So basically we just lost 5 credits on that spin, but there is a 40 credit there, so we could try and get that too. Oh, we got 16 perk cubes. We don't need any more of these perk cube, guys. We got the best perk in the game, universal 5, baby. All right, we're gonna keep going here for a while and see how many boosters we can actually gather up. I want literally like maybe 1 to 2 hours worth of boosters so we can get a good grind sesh here on this AFK mob. Oh, we just won the 40 credits. Nice. So 2 free spins, baby. Let's go. Profit is profit. We've gotten 48 more perk cubes, bro. That's sick. Oh, 40 credits again. Let's go. 2 more free spins. W gambling, bro. Okay, come on. I just want boosters though. It's not really gambling, but we did just win another credit armor. The income armor voucher literally gives you free credits. I think it's 150 a day or maybe 50 a day. I'm not too sure. We could actually sell this entire stack of perk cubes, hopefully for like 100 to 200 credits, and make some back of the credits that we lost. That would be ideal. All right, I think that's enough. Let's go ahead and actually check all of our cauldrons. Yeah, we got 4 boosters in here. We got 0 over in this one, and then we got 0 in this one. So these are the only 2 that have any boosters in them. So yes, I want to go ahead and apply just pretty much anything that we have at this point. So skulls will go ahead and pop. Sword level will go ahead and pop. Orbs will go ahead and pop. Money, ooh, we'll save money because we don't get actual money from this, but in damage we're not going to do because we don't need it. There we go. We should have a long time on our multi for a bunch of these. Oh yeah, we are chilling. So I'm going to check back with you guys back here in a sec. Right now, this is my contribution. We need a lot more skulls and we need a lot more orbs. So we'll see you boys back here in a bit. All right, you guys, we are back. It's been about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, and we actually gotten like over 150 billion orbs, 1 billion skulls, and we're doing pretty good on gems too. We're back up to 1.6 billion. And actually, before I say anything, I went ahead and actually bought these cheaper boosters, not for 20 credits each, and they're 300%, so they're better than the gem shop. So save up your gems and get that, because it's going to be a lot more better for you guys to do that instead of wasting your credits on that Wheel of Fortune just for the boosters. But if we go and check G top really quick, we can see that we have officially passed Juicy Man in orbs, but we're catching to him up on skulls, so that's pretty good. And of course, the 3 hard hitters of the gang, Ducky, Modern, and Doobies, are carrying the gang quite a bit. But I want to go ahead and use this to upgrade an enchant that we already didn't upgrade, which is your swing, or your sword swings twice, giving enchants a chance to proc again. Double strike is pretty good. And I just realized this when I came back to my computer, but we're gonna go ahead. Oh wait, we prestige that before prestiging combo. We can do both though. Okay, we'll prestige this one and we'll prestige this one. So there's 600 million skulls down the drain. Now I would like to get one of these skull enchants kind of prestige, but it's 300 billion orbs, so we're not going to be able to do that. But we did unlock Midas Touch, which inflicts the curse of Midas onto a mob, doubling its money reward upon death. That seems really good for rebirthing. It's only 2 billion to max out, so we're going to go ahead and pop that. And then we get Siphon at level 225. Not too bad, not too bad. But we also unlocked Magnet here. Chance to stumble across various treasures containing various items. Okay, 200 million to max out, so we're down to 6 million skulls now. But honestly, I don't really have a problem with that. But it is extremely expensive, so we didn't even get to max it out. I only got 100 levels. Wow, that is crazy now that you think about it. Skull enchants are going to be very, very, very hard to max out, so it's looking like we really need to unlock this Siphon enchant soon. But we climbed a little bit on G top now. We closed the gap just a little bit. We're only 30 billion orbs behind 4th place on skulls, and then on orbs we're only about 1.5 trillion. So hopefully throughout the night and stuff, when we AFK, we could get it. But guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Join the server right now. Don't wait. Everything's down in the description below, and I love you all. Peace out and goodbye.